मैं पुरानी बुरी यादें याद नहीं रखता। हाँ, वर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस कैसे यार? यू broke the matrix before breaking your own puberty. चीटिए गन का
So, welcome back to a new episode of People on Pod. And in today's episode, we are going to be talk about our school stories. And let's start. So Shubham and Yuvraj, how are you guys doing? It's been a lot of time. It's been so long we did a recording.
Yes.
Yeah, so long. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going slowly, but gradually. Everything is going on.
And what
Nothing
about you,
is stopping.
Yuvraj?
Mine is pretty speedy and pretty good. Kind of exciting. Kinda exciting. Not like this other person who is going slowly and gradually.
Okay.
I am not having anything exciting, na.
Oh, you are getting bored.
Exciting
I am
for
not.
me is doing something adventurous. तो छोटे से
Yeah,
काम
adventurous
करेंगे।
like what? Adventurous like
So
what?
it's a weekend. We
सब्जी लगा
can
खाना।
go somewhere. We can go somewhere. It's a
Not
weekend.
me. Not me. Not me.
Adventurous for me is कुछ भी unorthodox तरीके से करना।
Okay.
हाँ,
Unorthodox. Really.
That's
Unorthodox. Unorthodox.
मैं ब्रेड से सब्जी
Unconventional.
खाऊंगा।
Not orthodox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's get back to our
Main
our
topic.
theme
Main topic.
of today's episode. I would like to ask, what was your first school and how was the experience in that school?
अरे मत पूछो।
Yeah, let's start with Shubham. How was it?
मेरे से
What was it?
माय स्कूल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मेरा जो सबसे पहला स्कूल था वो मुझे याद भी नहीं बिकॉज
Okay.
मेरी आई डोंट मैं पुरानी बुरी यादें याद नहीं रखता तो
बुरी यादें.
बुरी यादें
it sure did harm to you.
हाँ उस टाइम पे ना पहली बार सोशल एक्सप्लॉइटेशन होता था मेरे को
Damn,
जबरदस्ती जाके बिठा दिया
You got bullied.
हाँ
Yeah, he got
अरे
bullied.
उस टाइम पे ना मैं अंडर नरिश था बहुत ज्यादा
Yeah, malnourished.
नहीं अंडर था मैं वेल तो नहीं था मैं अंडर था मैं काफी ज्यादा
Okay.
और मैं टाइम से पहले हो गया था तो उसके कारण
Yeah. It happens.
Okay.
until I became 5 मैं बीमार ही रहता था तो उसके चक्कर में ना वो पहले वो होते थे ना गवर्नमेंट किंडरगार्टन जिसको अपन आंगनवाड़ी बोलते हैं
हाँ.
उसमें जाता था मैं उसमें भी क्यों जाता था क्योंकि वहाँ की टीचर मुझे हलवा खिलाती थी
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's so cool.
बट वो सब ना मेरा पहला एक्सपीरियंस था ह्यूमन बिट्रेयल का हलवा के नाम पे मेरे को कुछ नहीं मिलता था और मैं काम नहीं करता तो मेरे को मारते अलग
खिचड़ी मिलती थी.
कुछ नहीं मिलता था मेरे को कुछ नहीं मिलता था ऐसे रोज अच्छा बचपन में यार
Okay.
बच्चा ये रहता है कि हाँ एक्साइटमेंट में ही चलो लेट्स गो मिलेगा कुछ तो मिलेगा नहीं मिलता था ठंडा अलग मिलता था ऐसा ही था मतलब देन
Okay.
आई गेस मेरा यूकेजी एलकेजी लाइक मेरा पुराना भोपाल है वहां पे था एक स्कूल करके
Okay.
तो वहाँ पे हुआ अब वो स्कूल का नाम भी याद नहीं मेरे को बहुत अजीब सा नाम था उसका
Mhm. It happens. Like, who cares? Like, you are just going to that school, but you don't know.
इतना पुराना
Yeah.
अरे उस टाइम पे तो कान जैसा लगता था कि हाँ चलो यही है लाइफ लाइक सुबह उठो, मम्मी मार के जगाए, सब कुछ करके यूनिफॉर्म पहनाए और फिर चल जाओ, फिर वापस
चले
आओ,
जाओ।
और यही था।
हाँ, अच्छा, अच्छा. And what about you, Yuvraj? How was your school and what was that?
First of all, I remember my first school interaction, but the thing is, it was kind of like my school interaction from the second school, not the first one, because I was
Okay,
first enrolled in the government village school till the first
okay.
class, and I never went to the school because I
Yeah,
have the
it used
similar
to happen
situation.
most time.
I have a kind of similar situation to Shubham. Like I used to be sick because of that. I never went to school. I only gave exams from my home. I never went to school for the first school, the village school. I used to live in a city, but still I was enrolled in a village school, so everything was
And
fine.
that's
But
how,
then,
that's how, and that's how Yuvraj learned how to how to break the system
Break the system.
and do something crazy.
yeah, you can think of it as in that way as well. And after that, in second class, I was enrolled to another school, a private one. And then the first day, like I went to school to clear the test. Okay, that school has a admission policy of having a test. But since I never went to school before it, I wasn't able to write anything in the second class.
Okay,
Okay, and
because
like
you
or
didn't do anything.
just to write 10 to 15 lines, I took more than 4 hours, and I was crying so much in a pain. Like it was
Okay.
it was hurting like hell for me, and I was crying a lot. Then my father took me to a hotel, and you know what happens in hotel. He gave me a treat. After that, I came home, and I know my all of my answers were wrong, but you know these admission tests are just fake. So I got admitted. I got admitted even without writing anything. After that, and I went to
Yeah,
my school for the first time. So I was the only guy who was in a civil dress, and everybody else was in uniform. So I was like,
and
hey man, it was kind of a worse experience for me, but somehow there were some students who were very friendly,
Worst
so they came to
experience.
me. Worse, not worst, not worst. It was
हाँ,
kind of worst experience for me.
हाँ, worst experience कैसे यार? You broke the matrix before breaking your own puberty. तो इसमें क्या वर्स है? हम तो सोचते हैं कि
Or-
अगले दिन
but
10 के बाद
because
not
स्कूल जाना है.
because of these things, you can get bullied as well. Getting out of
Yes,
the box is not always easier to do. I don't think so. And like, fortunately, I didn't get bullied. Okay, so I went to school for the first day, and there were some friendly students. So they came to me, hey, what is your name? How are you? And when I went to the class for the first time, and they were teaching like how to read a book, I guess. And fortunately, even though I never went to school, my father taught me a lot, and because of that, I can read and write at that time. But I never had the practice of writing, so that's why I was paining at that time. So I read the book fantastically, and everybody praised me, and I got high hopes. Kinda. So
everybody like Mr. Perfect, perfect.
yeah. It was like that. It was like that. It was exciting. Not
वही
gonna
तो.
lie.
uh,
Not
I
gonna lie. But whenever it comes to do classwork to make notes, I never created notes till fourth or fifth grade. And
Till
my class
till your
fourth or,
graduation. Till your
no,
graduation.
no, I never even wrote in rough copies. I never even wrote in rough copies. And my class
okay.
teacher told my father, okay, my class teacher told my father, and I was like, now it's time for me to get crushed by my father. But he he actually helped me instead of taunting me or anything. He helped me. He wrote half of my copies because the teacher was kind of bad person, a strict
Eh,
person. He bargained, like he said that you have to give a classwork notebook. So more than half of my notebook was written by my father's hand instead of mine.
this is the
Yeah,
this is the only side which my father didn't show me. This is the
Hmm.
only side of him.
but my father showed it to me, and I was so
Like,
happy that
you know,
just like every other child's thinks that my mother and father are the best. I was used to having that thought, but I'm not gonna say anything else. Okay, so that's for
Okay.
me, my first introduction. It was
Let me tell you.
exciting, right? It
Let
was
me
exciting, out of the box. Now, what about you,
let me
Mr. Devyanshu Jadon?
let me tell you my experience. Like, uh, I was take I was enrolled into a Hindi medium school when like for the first time in nursery, like
And,
kindergarten.
and, and for your kind information, I was enrolled to Hindi medium for even till the 12th class. I am from Hindi medium background, so don't think that I am from a English medium.
Yeah, let me tell you. So the school's name was Utkarsh Vidyalaya, and what used to happen was I used to have a person uh, make me reach the school. Like initially, it used to be like पहले मेरे को मेरे पेरेंट्स छोड़ने जाते थे बट आफ्टर सर्टेन लाइक आफ्टर सम डेज someone from school used to take me to the school and what generally used to happen I used to go to the school and I used to cry ki I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. So my parents used to drag me ki no, you have to go to school. You have to go to school. Otherwise, you will not get any food. You will not get to play in the play in the evenings and stuff like that. So I used to cry a lot. Reason number one for hating that school. Reason number two, the person who used to take me to the school was a lady who used to work in school as a helper or like I don't know what we call it. I used to call her Buaji. Everyone used to call her that. So she used to take me to school, and what she used to do in the lunch period or the lunch the break, she used to uh, take my lunch and eat all of that. She used to eat all of that lunch from my lunch box.
uh,
So
it's a
I
it's a
I
minimal
was so
price ना मिनिमल प्राइस है घर से उठा के ला रहे हैं रोना बंद करा रहे हैं खाना तो बनता है एटलीस्ट
Yeah,
so
handmade
what
food.
used to happen? I used to eat that, and then she used to take that from me and used to start eating that, and then I used to cry again, and my parents used to think he's crying because he don't want to go to school. He doesn't want to go to school. So one day I told my parents that the reason I am crying because Buaji used to take my lunch and used to eat it, and she did not used to allow me to eat it. And then what happened? कि like उतने टाइम में स्कूल खत्म हो गया था. Like nursery was at the like it was about to end. So my brother used to leave. Like I had a cousin brother living with us, and he used to take me to school and uh, bring me back from the school. So it happened for the whole year, and then it came to change the school because it was very chaotic for me. People used to bully me in that school as well, and People used to eat my lunch. People used to beat me. I used to cry. So
You people have kinda dark past.
yeah, listen to the story. Then I took admission to a different school, which got like which opened in the same year I wanted to switch. Okay, so then I went to that school, and it was like, I don't know. I went to that school. I wrote my like the there used to be a test as well. So I took the test and wrote everything. Like they asked me to write counting till 10, I guess, and uh, they asked me to recite a poem, which was like nursery rhymes and stuff. So I did that as well, and I did not know ABCDs properly, so I just skipped that part because I was in a Hindi medium school and there was no, and I was actually bad at like Hindi as well, so there was no point of doing that.
So you
I
used
did
to cry always. तो कैसे पढ़ाई होगी जब पूरे टाइम रोना ही
Yeah, he was a crybaby.
रहता.
I
Shout
used
out
to
to
just
Bua ji who used to eat his lunch. अगर आप
Thank
देख रहे हो
you.
तो यही लड़का
and
बस दाढ़ी आ गई है.
then what used to happen, like I took the test, I passed it, and the next day I went to the first class. Like I was also in a civil uniform. I was in a casual t-shirt and a capri, not even a pant.
Yeah,
I was in a capri.
same as me, same as me, same as me,
I was
same as me.
wearing uh, like kids shoes, which I really liked. So I was actually like, I was in a trip.
Like, yeah.
And
This is what is
I
difference in life.
I I sat to a some I sat on someone's desk. Like he was, I asked him, can I sit here? Like, may I sit here? So he said, yeah, you can sit. Come. So I sat there and I started talking, what's your name and stuff like that. And that guy, he became my best friend up till I like I changed my school. Like I went to a different school. He was my best friend until that time. Like from the very first day to very last day, he was my friend. And surprisingly, he is still my best friend, and we still talk a lot every now and then. Yeah. So that was my first school experience, kind of whatever it is. It was chaotic, and
Depression.
it, further down the line in the new school, like it is just nursery, and it was the end of nursery. I just started in the LKG, and not to like, it's not a surprise that I got bullied in this school as well.
So I have a question for both of you.
Bully magnet. Bully magnet.
I have a question for both of you.
Yeah.
What was your habit? Were you excited about going to school, or was it vice versa?
It was vice versa. Like who goes to school without a reason? I did not
And
like
what
school
was for
as
you,
a
Mr.
child.
Shubham?
For me, it was walking the path of a molten iron.
And for me, it was
But
like I am
uh,
walking on like burnt coal.
for me, going to school was like going on cloud nine. Like because I always went to school 2 hours before the decided time. Why? Because my school has a lot of playground things, playground swings, climbers, juggle, seesaw, lot of playground equipments, and we can it was permitted for students to go there and play aside from the school time. So I always had the habit of going to the school, and it was like around 200 only up to like 200 meter distance from my home at that time. So it was pretty
No.
good for me, pretty good situation. So I always have the habit to went to the school before like prior to the start time, because it has the start time at 11 a.m. 11 o'clock.
Okay.
11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So I always went to 9 o'clock, and then 2 hours just playing and playing. So I
Okay.
never escaped that school, that particular school. After that, I became kind of lazy to go to school. That was my
So
story.
talking about uh, like about my friends, I how I get how I made a friend in school for the first time. Uh, how was your experience making friends in school for the first time? Like, how did you make your first friend in school? Do you remember any of it? I like Shubham. What was your experience?
Okay, so my bestie, right? वो ना, my bestie was my bully. ठीक है, अभी मैं तो
Killer
अच्छा
man,
बताऊँ
killer,
मैं
killer,
पूरा
killer.
पूरा, ठीक है, उसका नेम इज आर्यन श्रीवास्तव, ठीक है, एमपी नगर में रहता है, सब जाके उसे घर पे ऐसे पत्थर मार गया हो ना। तो वो ऐसा था कि अच्छा, हर क्लास में एक ऐसा लड़का होता है जो सबका फेवरेट होता है, ठीक है, बस मैं उसका साइड किक था। बाकी
Okay.
Okay.
वो बहुत, अरे वो होता है ना यार बच्चे की, हाँ यार ये बच्चा सही है, ये बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग है, ये बच्चा सीधा नहीं बैठता, ऐसा करके। और बस आई वाज हिज पार्टनर इन क्राइम। तो वो क्या करता था, वो कुछ भी करेगा, वो मेरा नाम बता देगा ऐसे कि यार क्यों कर रहा है, यार क्यों क्यों कर रहा है ऐसा, क्यों। एंड आफ्टर द टाइम आई यूज्ड टू थिंक कि मैंने किया क्या है,
That's
ये
what
कौन
you
सी
do
वाली
with
बात
me
की
in
बात
college.
कर रहा है।
That's
हाँ,
what you do with me in college.
मैं
Okay.
ये सोचता था कि ये फंसा तो रहा है, ठीक है, लेकिन कौन सी बात के लिए फंसा रहा है ये नहीं पता।
Okay. That's how you got the habit. Okay. Now I
हाँ,
know. I
हाँ,
see.
तो अभी मतलब ऐसा था कि वो भी सेम बस में आता था, हम लोग सेम बस से आते थे। एंड वही होता था कि हाँ, बच्चों की तो आदत होती है राह चलते लोगों पे पानी फेंको, बढ़िया तरीके से
Yeah. Yeah.
पानी फेंको, चिल्लाओ, हेलो हाय, यही सब करते थे। यही सब करते करते लाइक फोर्थ फिफ्थ में आ गए। और फिर उसके बाद एक वो हुआ, एक प्ले हुआ। मतलब उस टाइम तक तो ऐसे ही थे कि हाँ हाँ अच्छे दोस्त हैं, अच्छे दोस्त हैं। बेस्ट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स तब बने जब प्ले हुआ, उसमें मैं बना था गब्बर सिंह।
Okay.
ठीक है, एक एक बहुत ही अजीब सा प्ले था वो, बहुत ही रैंडम प्ले था कि अली बाबा और 40 चोर करके, एंड उसमें मेरे को गब्बर सिंह बना दिया।
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
You are the leader of Chor.
Yeah. The
बट
classic.
वहां पे भी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी देखो, वहां पे भी अलादीन वही बना था वहां पे भी अलादीन आर्यन ही था। उस जगह पे भी
Ali
मैं
Baba.
उसका
Ali
साइड,
Baba.
Ali
अली
Baba,
बाबा,
not
सॉरी, यस,
Aladdin. Not
अली
Aladdin.
बाबा, यस।
Aladdin
अरे
is
वो
a
बहुत
different
मिक्स्ड
story.
अप था, वो बहुत ही मतलब वो
Yeah,
था,
the
बहुत
costume
ही
were
मिक्स्ड अप
mixed
था
up.
Yeah,
उसमें।
because both are from the Arabian origin.
हाँ, लाइक उसमें माइकल जैक्सन था उस प्ले में।
Okay.
हाँ, हाँ,
So
उसमें
just
Okay.
माइकल जैक्सन
just
था,
to have the
संजय दत्त था।
variation in costumes. Like
हाँ,
people did not have the costume of chores.
अच्छा,
And what about Dracula and Spider-Man?
नहीं नहीं, ये सब
No.
नहीं था, इतना भी नहीं था, है ना। रेपुटेड स्कूल था मेरा, बाय द वे मेरा स्कूल बाल भवन स्कूल था जो शामला हिल्स पे, ठीक है।
Okay.
इट्स अ गुड स्कूल, मतलब बहुत, अब भोपाल में बहुत बड़ा स्कूल है। तो उसमें एक मतलब स्टेज पे फाइनली रविंद्र भवन करके यहाँ पे जहाँ पे सारे ऐसे स्टेज प्लेज और ये होते थे।
Yeah.
Yeah,
तो
it's kind of an
It's
auditorium.
still here. It's
ऑडिटोरियम,
still there. It's
सॉर्ट ऑफ
still
एन
there.
ऑडिटोरियम, यस।
तो
तो
ऑब्वियसली भाई
उधर
रहेगा
का,
ना।
हाँ,
बंद
अब
थोड़ी हो जाएगा।
वहां पे वो मेरा दुश्मन भी बन गया और दोस्त भी बन गया, बहुत अच्छा वाला। कैसे? प्ले हो रहा है, ठीक है, प्ले इज गोइंग वेरी वेल, वी ऑल लाइक, बीच में मैसअप हुई चीजें, मैसअप हुई चीजें कि वही होता है ना कि टेक्निकल इश्यूज होते हैं, कोई कहाँ है, कोई कहीं भाग रहा है। तो गाना एक जगह पे बजना था, वो गेट खोलने के लिए, वो
हाँ।
गेट खोलने के लिए जो चोरों का अड्डे का गेट रहता है,
खुल गया
तो
something.
तो वो जो पुराने विंटेज नोकिया की ट्यून थी ना, वो
हाँ।
था उसका पासवर्ड, वो बजा नहीं।
Okay.
तो इसने कुछ नहीं किया, मैं जाके बोलने वाला था कि मैं वो मुंह से गाने वाला था उस टाइम पे, क्योंकि पीछे से टीचर बोलती थी शोन तू चले ऐसा करके माइक पे। उस टाइम पे उसने सुन लिया, मैं जा रहा हूँ, उसने मेरे को धक्का दे दिया वहीं पे भरे स्टेज में सबके सामने, और मैं गिर गया और उसने गा दिया और वो खुल गया गेट और जो भी। तो वहां पे मैं हाफ ऑफ द टाइम में यही सोचता रह गया कि हो क्या रहा है मेरे साथ, कि वहां यहाँ पे भी ह्यूमिलिएशन यार, एक जगह पे छोड़ दे मेरे को। फिर एक सीन था जिसमें मेरे मुंह पे बॉम्ब फटता है, मेरा मुंह काला हो जाता है, जो एक्चुअली नहीं होता, बट वो लाके मार देता है, ऐसा कुछ काला पेंट लाके वो मार देता है एक्चुअली में। तो उस टाइम पे फिर मैं जाता हूँ वापस, स्कूल जाते थे, वहां से डिस्पोज होते थे बच्चे। तो पहले तो मैं गया, बस में बैठा, मैंने खूब मारा उसको, दबा के। फिर मैं उसको बोला, देख बेइज्जती तो मेरी हो गई, एक बार को मैं भूल जाऊंगा अगर तू मेरे को ट्रीट दे दे तो मैंने उसका बढ़िया 100 रुपए खर्चा कराया, और उसके बाद वी वर लाइक बेस्ट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स। यार चलो ठीक है। एंड अभी शायद 17-18 years ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप हो गई है हमारी।
ओके।
हाँ, बट अभी वो बात नहीं करता मेरे से, अभी वो बहुत बिजी है, बिकॉज वो आरसीपी में है और आरसीपी के नाटक चल रहे हैं, तो इसलिए बाकी ठीक है, अभी बात कर लेंगे। अभी भी फोन करूंगा तो उठा लेगा, बोलेगा मेरे 500 रुपए दे वापस। उसकी लारी पड़ी मेरे पर।
So he proved the saying like हर एक बच्चे का प्यार होता है. Yeah. है ना? The song of that movie Keshwar Bande.
What about
Yeah.
And
And what about Yuvraj? How was? How did you?
like my
Right.
first friend wasn't that exciting. I would say he was kind of boring person. And how we met is like I went to school for like early 2 hours prior just to have some fun. So I made a friend there only. Why? Because we both used to have like using like play on seesaw. Seesaw is up
Yeah.
game that
It
depends
requires
on
two
two
person.
person. Yeah,
It
it
requires.
requires two person. So like randomly, I didn't know him. I didn't know him at that time. The first day I went to school, and I saw there was a seesaw and other amusement equipments, playground equipment. So I went there and I had a fight with him. He was like, occupying the space and playing with some other guy, and I had a fight with him, and I like kicked him and
ये
made
रोल
him aside, and then I used that because like I used to play there. But one day he came to me and said, "You are a bad person. You are bullying me, and I can't have some fun because of you." So I said that okay, from now on we will come to school 2 hours prior to the start time, and then we both of us will play as much as we want. And he
Okay.
agreed, and that's how we started our friendship. But then after just 1 year, I changed my school, and then we hardly get talk to each other because like I didn't meet him since like eighth grade. The last time I
Okay.
met him was in eighth grade.
अच्छा पता है,
But
लेट मी टेल यू वन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ आर्यन जो मेरा बेस्टी है।
yeah,
He is the real life depiction of the character, the अक्षय कुमार कैरेक्टर मुझसे शादी करोगी फिल्म में सनी का. He is the real life character. मतलब उसका ऐसा था, उसका एक्चुअली में ऐसा है कि भाई तुझे जो भी पसंद आएगा ना वो मेरा. एंड वो पता नहीं क्या करता था, वो कर लेता था, कर ही लेता था. वो मेरी हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है वहां पे, वो अपने लगा है यार ये चूज अच्छा कर लेगा, काम मैं करूंगा.
Okay. Now that's a
That's why,
secret. He took something from you.
Like
नहीं नहीं
मेरे को
नहीं,
भी
he
ना
didn't.
story-
That's the difference ना, उसने
मेरे को-
लिया, वो बस मजे लेता था.
मुझे भी ना एक
Okay.
मुझे भी एक स्टोरी याद आ रही है. I was like I was in the new school, but I had a different like I have a friend. I had a friend at home. Like he was my neighbor and later became my best friend forever. Like so, I still remember my old school. Like my first school, where it was at the back of where we used to live. Like uh, at like 100 meters or 200 meters away, at the back of like our. So my father is a policeman, and we used to live in a police quarters. So uh, the school was behind the police quarters. So the thing was, there was a colony there, like before, like behind, like let's say there is a school and there is a colony as well. Like so, in that colony, what we saw one day, a tricycle which is for disabled people, like the tricycle that disabled people uses. ठीक है? Your all mics are muted.
बहुत ही खराब चीज है ये. अब मेरे को लग रहा है कि स्टोरी जिस तरह
So
Yeah, it's
so
getting dark. It's getting dark.
and we as a kid did not know that.
बस great.
We thought it's a normal vehicle having three wheels. Like it's a three-wheeled bicycle. Like my cousin had a bicycle, Atlas bicycle, and it was having the same structure, same design, but having three wheels.
Yeah, Atlas was a classic.
What we
It
thought,
was yeah.
and fortunately for us, it was unlocked. And it was parked uh, in front of the person's house. So what happened? Like we went there and we saw it's unlocked, and we are two people. You will handle. I will handle the handle. You will uh, uh, pull the pedals. Okay. So he was pulling the pedals and I was handling it. So we rode that bicycle in the whole colony. Like we were riding that bicycle, like tricycle, in the whole colony, and no one knows where we are. Like we are playing there for like 3-4 hours, or like more than that. Like we 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 got there in the afternoon and we were missing up till evening. Like it was 5 o'clock. So it was the
GTA
time
गन
when
पास होता. GTA गन पास होता.
and we were riding that bicycle in the whole colony. No one knows where we are, and we are not we are not in our colony. Like we are not in the playground of the police quarters. So no one knows where we are. No one knows. So my father and his father came to, like they were fine. They were searching us. They were worried about us. So when I saw my father angry and saw that both of them are approaching, his father and my father, both of them are approaching us, and फिर जो उसके बाद हमारी पिटाई हुई है, it was the first time.
I
It
have a
was the first
question.
time. Ah,
Uh, can you guys tell me uh, which one was your recent experience of getting beaten up by your parents? Recent वाला.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
अरे यार तो बड़ा सुधरा है यार युवराज सर.
Beaten up, I don't remember as well. Beaten
Beaten
up,
up.
no, I don't remember
अरे यार.
as well.
See, that's why I say that my life is adventurous.
Okay.
I
Ah,
I
okay, okay,
I
okay.
I got
So,
I got beaten up by my father, but not recently. It was all in
and
the past, distant past.
it was. I still remember it frame by frame, like what happened after that scene.
Yeah,
After
yeah, yeah, yeah. When
I,
you get your
I,
when you get the beating for the first time from the parents, you always remember it.
and
You
मेरे को
remember
नहीं
it.
याद
I
पता है.
remember it
later that day,
because you are
later
used
that
to
day,
it. Because you are used
later
to
that
it.
later that day, because we were crying and we were not aware that we should not do this thing. Like uh, both of our parents gave us a lesson that you should not touch other people's things and you should not play with other people's stuff. We will get you new toys and we will get you a bicycle. We will get you a bicycle on your birthdays. ठीक है?
You know
So
how I got
Don't
beaten
play
up for the
GTA.
first time. You know how I got beaten up for the
don't
first
play
time.
GTA. We will buy you your
We will
own
buy you
vehicle.
stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
How I
So
got beaten up for the first time is like uh, in my neighborhood. Like I had a lot of friends at that time, and around 4 or 5 days. Okay, so one of my friend, like his parents were out of town for that day, particular day. So me and many other friends went to play at his house, and he was alone at that time at his house.
okay.
Okay, but everybody has kind of enemies. So he was arguing with some other kid, and we were inside his house. And that other kid went out of the house and locked that house entirely. Like he locked the door and went his room. Nobody knows where we are. Neither our parents nor his parents. Nobody knows where we are. And that home, like that house, was not in the middle of the colony. It was kind of at our outskirts. There were no houses near, so we wasn't able to cry for help as well. So
And you got
we
lost.
get no, we tried like it was adventurous. We tried multiple different way. We approached to get the key, like to get somebody from outside. We went to the balcony, climbed to the roof, and then we like shouted pretty like at high volume, but nobody listened to us because it was at outskirts. And it was an adventurous day. But when I went back to my house after his parents came home,
then also adventure happened.
yes, a bigger one, a bigger one.
Bigger one.
Yeah,
Takeshi's Castle.
yes, yes,
Takeshi's
yes,
castle.
yes,
अरे
exactly.
पता है Takeshi's Castle से याद आया. Like मेरे को ढूंढने के लिए ऐसा होता रहता था मेरे साथ कि मैं कहीं कहीं निकल गया हूँ
Yeah,
और फिर मुझे ढूंढा जा रहा है एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू गेट बीटन अप. तो मेरे को आदत हो गई थी उस चीज की बहुत ज्यादा. अभी भी है. तो ऐसा हो गया था कि मैं ना घूम गया था फॉर माय पेरेंट्स और पुलिस आ गई थी.
oh,
खतरनाक तरीके से. है ना. हुआ क्या था कि it was summer vacation. I was like in 5th or 6th. तो पहले there used to come cards. वो Pokemon के Power Rangers के
Pokemon
cards.
cards.
yeah, yeah,
Power
yeah, yeah,
WWE
yeah. I was,
cards. Yeah. I used to have
yeah,
those.
I played a lot of those. I played a lot
हाँ.
of those.
तो like यहीं पे like जिस कॉलोनी में मैं अभी रहता हूँ मेरा घर है एंड सामने वाली रो में फोर्थ लास्ट सेकंड घर वहां पे मेरा दोस्त रहता है जिसके पास वो कार्ड्स थे। तो मैं वो खेलने के लिए सुबह 12 बजे निकल गया, दोपहर में 12 बजे निकल गया। एंड देन वी स्टार्ट
Okay.
प्लेइंग एंड सडनली ही टोल्ड मी कि यार मेरे को जाना है कहीं घूमने 4 बजे के आसपास। तो मैंने बोला ठीक है, अभी तो बहुत टाइम है, लेट्स प्ले। पहले खेला, खूब खेला हमने। देन ही आस्क्ड मी कि कम ऑन लेट्स प्ले हाइड एंड सीक। ठीक है। अब उसके घर में ऐसा है कि सिर्फ उसके नाना नानी एंड उसकी मम्मी है। तो स्टार्ट प्लेइंग कि हाँ चलो ठीक है, खाना खा ही लिया था वहाँ पे, तो लगे थे हम खेलने। अब देन व्हाट हैपेंड इज कि मैं छुप गया क्लोजेट में। फिर उस टाइम पे हम भूल गए थे कि इनको कहीं जाना है, इन लोग को कहीं जाना है। ये चीज उसने मेरे को बोली थी। मैं छुप गया क्लोजेट में और छुपे छुपे में सो गया, बढ़िया तरीके से सो रहा हूँ। फिर मैं उठा हूँ तो सब अंधेरा अंधेरा दिख रहा है। मैं बाहर गया तो अब बहुत ही चिल्ला चौट की आवाज आ रही है कि एवरीबॉडी इज शाउटिंग कि कहाँ गया ऐसे करके। लाइक वो ऐसा होता है ना कि स्कैवेंजर हंट हो के वो शांत हो गया कि अब तो घूम गया, अब तो कुछ करो। ऐसा
अब तो कुछ नहीं
हो
कर
गया।
सकता, अब तो बस रो सकते हैं।
Everybody lost hope.
एंड इट वाज लाइक 7 or 8 at night। ठीक है, तो
Okay.
हो गया था कि यार गया। ठीक है।
Yeah.
मीनवाइल मेरा दोस्त, उसका नाम अमोक है, ठीक है, वो अपनी बालकनी पे खड़ा है और मैं उसके बाजू में जाके खड़ा हो जाता हूँ। बोलता हूँ अरे यार पुलिस आई है यार, क्या हो गया? तो चिल्लाता मम्मी मम्मी शुभम मिल गया। तो ऐसे भगे सब, अरे क्या हो गया। फिर मेरे को ऐसे ना सराउंड कर लिया सबने और मुझे बड़ा मजा आ गया कि यार मेरे को अटेंशन मिल रहा है बहुत जोर से। मैंने क्या कर दिया है ऐसा, मेरे को लेके गए ऐसे सब फ्रेंड बना के, अरे मिल गया करके अंदर गया। पहले घर के अंदर मम्मी ऐसे सब रख के करके खूब जोर से रो रही थी। ऐसे मिल गया तो शी लाइक मुंह से शब्द नहीं निकलता। मैं कह रहा मम्मी हो क्या। अब इतना अटेंशन मिल गया, इतना अच्छा कुछ मिल गया, मेरे को सब मिल गया। अब मैं आया ऊपर, वहां पे
Tiger's Den.
पापा के हाथ के पास था पाइप होता है ना, उस टाइम पे कुछ काम चल रहा था घर में, तो पाइप था। पीवीसी वाला नहीं जिससे अपन पानी भरते हैं, प्लास्टिक वाला।
ओके, वो जो फ्लेक्सिबल वाला जो ट्यूब होता है,
वही।
ओके
ट्यूब।
उनने कुछ नहीं किया। उनने बोला कम अप हियर एंड स्टैंड अप ऑन द बेड। खड़ा हो गया मैं। सब मेरे को पता है कि कुछ अब सो तो गया हूँ मैं, होना तो है ही। तो मैं कुछ नहीं किया, मैं पहले ही रोना चालू कर दिया। पापा मेरे को नहीं पता था, मैं सो गया ऐसा वैसा। गया कितने बजे था? पापा 4 बजे। अभी टाइम कितना हो रहा है? पापा 8:30। घूम जा। मैं घूम गया। देन केम द whip। दो पहले पड़ गए, हाँ 2 पड़े खूब जोर से। आफ्टर दैट मैं खूब रोया ऐसे वैसे, खाना वाना खा के फिर बेड पे सो गया चुपचाप से। देन लेट एट नाइट पापा धीरे से आते हैं, बेटा ऐसे लगा, हाँ कहाँ लगी पता चली मेरे को। मैंने कहा अब तो मार दिया, काय को क्राइम सीन हटाने
अब नहीं होगा कुछ।
सोने तो कम से कम नहीं, ऐसा नहीं करते, ऐसा करके खूब करके और फिर सुला दिया। अगले दिन 12 बजे मैं फिर खेलने निकल गया। पता है ठीक है, एक बार का होना है, मतलब लग जाना है, चलने दो। चल
तब से ऐसे ही चला आ रहा है ना,
तब से ऐसे ही चला आ रहा है।
Yeah, we started from our school and we got to like in general like childhood stories.
Yeah, so
let's
what's
get back.
wrong about it?
Let's get back to school.
स्कूल चले हम।
स्कूल चले हम। अच्छा ये बताओ, how was your high school? Like how high school or senior secondary? Like when you actually got a little elder or like bigger.
We understand what you are trying to
No,
say.
no, I'm not. I'm not saying anything. I did
When you
say
got a
anything.
little elder.
Yeah, I'm
Little
talking
older
about
now.
like from
Yeah, you are
like
talking about a lot of
teenage,
things.
teenage to
Yeah.
yeah. So how was that experience? Like, did you make friends? Did you make? Did you do any adventure? Like adventure in the sense, do? Did you break anything in school? Don't take it
when,
that. I'm talking about breaking
यार,
objects.
when you are funny,
viewers,
you are
all
funny.
the viewers, to
I'm
all the
not talking about
viewers,
breaking hearts.
सुनो
Not
तो,
breaking.
सुनो
I'm
तो,
not talking about breaking
No,
hearts.
not hard.
to, अरे
I'm
listen,
talking
He,
about
listen,
breaking objects.
to all the
objects,
viewers
blocks.
जो इस बात पे हंसे हैं, to all the viewers, कितनी खराब सोच है तुम्हारी, अब तुम खुद जान लो।
वही
तुम्हारी खुद सोच खराब है, हम कुछ गलत नहीं बोल रहे थे। ओके, सो या ब्रेकिंग स्टफ।
पंखे तोड़े
देखो,
कभी?
यार
बेंचेस.
पंखे तो उस पे तो टार्जन बनना होता है ना, पंखों पे तो लटक जाता
It's
है।
pretty common. It's pretty common.
लटकना होता है उनपे.
और इफ आपके पास आर्यन श्रीवास्तव जैसा दोस्त हो तो पकड़ा पंखा घूम भी जाता है, एंड आप फिर एक स्लिंग शॉट की तरह एक टैंजेंट में उड़ते हुए जाते हो बोर्ड की तरफ, ऐसे करके। मैं बोलता हूँ माय हाई स्कूल वाज डिजास्टर्स, ठीक है। फर्स्ट ऑफ, बिकॉज टीनेज हिट करती है तो समझो,
हाँ,
है ना?
adolescence.
Somehow.
And
Puberty.
Please explain.
हाँ, ठीक है। एंड being a best friend of a personality like Sunny is disastrous, ठीक है। मतलब ऐसा है कि 90% ऑफ द टाइम तुमको बात नहीं करनी है, तुमको बात करने से रोकना है, यार ये ना बात कर ले तो पूरा काम खराब हो जाएगा। ऐसे करके तो 90% of the time I used to be like कि whosoever the person I am interested in, साइड में चलो, सामने बात नहीं होगी, सामने बिल्कुल बात नहीं होगी, क्योंकि अगर दिख गया that I have even a little amount of interest in that person, then जो मेरा राक्षस है पीछे वो आ जाएगा सामने। तो मेरा तो यही रह गया कि मैं कैसे बचा दूं जो थोड़ी बहुत मेरी टीनेज बची हुई थी। सही था। After that I changed the school itself, यार नहीं हो रहा मेरे से, तो ऐसे मैं enjoy नहीं कर पाऊंगा। तो 8th या 9th में मैंने स्कूल चेंज कर दिया। 9th में एक्चुअली 9th में मैंने स्कूल चेंज कर दिया।
Okay.
तो या
And what about high school? What about high school?
So
9th and
in
10th?
high school,
Yeah, that's what
High
I'm
school?
talking about. Like how was high school? 9th and 10th.
You were
in high
telling us
school,
about the middle
in high school, I was very sincere towards studies, and I never did anything that you guys want me to say.
We are not saying anything. We didn't say any word.
Nothing happened. It's confidential.
Nothing confidential. It's confidential. It's not like nothing.
5,000 subscribers, and there will be a separate podcast related to this stuff only. हम सब सच्चा सच्चा
Okay. Subscribe, guys.
Okay.
If you want to
subscribe guys,
Subscribe guys. जल्दी जल्दी subscribe.
like
जल्दी
we want to hit
Please do it.
5,000
Hurry,
subscribers
please hurry.
before this year. Like, and we will have a New Year podcast.
In
New Year
2020. In 2020. Please complete it in 2023 itself.
Yeah. Please, guys, subscribe.
ये
Okay.
रखना
And
है
Yuvraj,
लाल बटन
how
दबाओ.
and Yuvraj, how was your high school?
Unlike my primary school, my high school life was pretty boring. I was enrolled at government school, actually excellent one, and which is kind of a head school for every government school in the district.
Mm.
So, first of all, even though my school was a government school, it has a lot of facilities. Like it has
Yeah,
virtual classes or like remote classes from other institutes. Also, it has robotics lab, it has a computer lab, and all.
pretty high
But the
tech.
thing is, yeah, it was pretty high tech. But the thing is, there are no trainer for anything. So we have a robotics lab, we have a robotics lab, but we don't have a trainer. So how can we make robots ourselves? We have a computer lab,
This
but we
is
don't have a programmer teacher. So how will we learn? How would we learn programming? And that's what the condition of my school was. And the thing is, behind my school, like behind my school, there was a cricket club, cricket ground, like cricket club, and every student from my school went to
Every
there.
school had that. Like every government
Not,
school.
not, not, no. It wasn't owned by the school itself. It was
Okay.
a
academy
club
sort of a
itself,
thing.
a cricket academy. Yes, a cricket academy.
Oh, okay. Cricket academy kind of.
Vidisha's, yes, yes. If you have heard
Yeah,
of
I know.
Kanara Cricket Club, Kanara
Yes,
Cricket Club.
Kannada.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Canara,
Yeah,
Canara.
yeah. It is one of the biggest cricket club in India. So it was just behind my school. There was no distinguishing border between the cricket ground and school, and there was a what's it called? यामन से क्या बोलते हैं?
इसको क्या
यामन क्या बोलते हैं ये?
जामुनी बोलते हैं जामुन. हाँ.
There was a jamun tree.
Yes.
Blueberry, right? Blueberry.
Blueberry. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a blueberry tree in the ground. Not in the ground. It was in my school, but its branches were spread in the ground. So what we do is I just went to the backside of the school. Yeah, went to the backside of the school and I just climbed the tree and we were eating all blueberries one by one. And it was a massive tree because it was like sprouting for around 60 years or 70 years. It was there since then, 1970 or 1960s, or maybe even earlier. That's how old it was. Because of that, it was a massive tree. So every time, whenever we want to bunk up the day, we just climb the tree so that nobody can see us. But the irony is, it was just in the front of principal's office.
It's like you are मतलब तुम लोग ना वो कर रहे हो शेर के मुंह में.
Yeah. It was at a height, so it's
या
kind of
शेर के
like
टहल.
yeah. So
शेर के मुंह में ब्रश करने जा रहे हैं.
there was a cricket
हाँ,
ground as well as a tree. So what we did is we went to like cricket ground at lunchtime to play, and then we didn't return to the class. Instead, we are just eating blueberries and all
हाँ.
stuff.
What?
But teachers from my school were roaming there just to find any students possible. And even if they find one student, they just take us and went to the principal. Not even the class teacher or subject teacher, just directly straight to the principal. And that was a difficult thing for any of us. So,
So
uh,
Your
Principal is the hardest
हाँ.
stuff in the high school.
नहीं. So basically, Yuvraj's
no,
high
it wasn't
school
hard.
life was
Look. For any student who want to attend all the classes, who want to all the class, it wasn't hard, any difficult at all. But
Okay.
anybody who want to run, it was obviously difficult. And so what we do is like what we did in the past. Instead of bunking the class, we just went to robotics lab There was a computer system, there was equipments, there was a home theater system as well, speakers and all. And it was like the other side of the school, like
Okay.
in the area of around, I would say 200 to 300 meters. The school was spread it 200, maybe 500 square meter or something like that.
Okay.
And the one side has principal office and the corner of the other side has the lab. So it was pretty far from the principal's office. So we just went there. We used to went there and just
We used to.
play some songs, and dance as a party. Why? Because we don't have any trainer or a specific trainer, and the lab was managed by our physics teacher. And we know that immediately after lunch, she has all of the periods reserved. Because of that,
Okay.
the lab was free. So we used to bunk there. And ironically, anybody who was part of the robotics club was allowed to go there anytime. But students who were not part of that club, they also have the habit of going there and dancing and all, having a party.
Okay.
So it was kind of exciting, but not in the same way as you guys.
Okay. It. I think like it started as a like this podcast started uh, clean, and then it got a little PG, like it got a little PG-13. Then it remained PG-13 until this part.
And you know what? There are many things that we can share. We can't share.
Yeah, at least right now.
Not now, until we get uh,
Yeah,
1,000 subscribers.
why would we give free
हाँ,
content?
थोड़ा थोड़ा
Yeah,
सा बटन दबाना पड़ेगा सब्सक्राइबर्स.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You will get
मैं थोड़ा
secrets from us,
we will once
especially
we hit
from Mr. Shubham
once we
Singh.
once we hit once we hit 100 subscribe once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will start a subscribe
Revealing, spilling the beans,
membership.
spilling the
No,
beans one by one.
we will start memberships, and then we will make a private podcast, like private episode every week,
you will get to
where
know about our
where
private
the
stuff.
episode will be like unedited, uncensored, raw.
हाँ,
I'm so excited. Oh man.
Yeah. So if you want to
What are you
subscribe,
thinking of making? What are you thinking of people making?
no, not
podcast.
like podcast.
सब्सक्राइबर्स
think?
कितनी खराब सोच है यार तुम्हारी, बहुत खराब सोच है तुम्हारी यार सही में. अगर
सब्सक्राइबर्स
तुम
नहीं
इस
भाई,
podcast
यहाँ पे तो like
One of the hosts
members
that's thinking.
members ही ऐसा सोच रहा है, like
अरे भाई क्यों नहीं सोचेंगे? It's our
भाई we will have a separate podcast every week. Until then,
so before we wrap it up, I want Devyanshu to tell his high school story. Yeah, you didn't tell any of that. Yeah,
I actually
Mr. Host.
no like when I was in high school, I actually don't remember a story from high school. It was so messed up at that time. I remember.
You are dodging the bullet. You are dodging the question.
No, I'm not dodging the question. Let me remember the question. Let me remember a scenario.
Remember the question.
No. So, there
What
are
you will do? Look,
there were a
what
lot.
we will
There
do.
were a lot of stories. Like
Listen, just listen.
let me
What
let
we
me
will
tell
do-
you the story now. Let me tell you the story now.
You are not listening. You are not listening.
Yeah.
What we will do? We will edit this part and add the meme of waiting 100 years, 10,000 years, 1,000 years. The Devyanshu is thinking in 10,000, 1 million years later. That meme will fit here pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, now
So, um, I was in ninth grade or maybe 10th grade. So there used to be a guy who used to be my friend, and once uh, what happened was like he got like he got like stomach ache, and he wanted to do something about it. So he went to the washroom, toilet, like he went to the toilet, and he he brought me as well there. Okay,
कंपेनियन
as a
साथ में दम
companion.
लगाएंगे.
Yeah. So what happened in that day was like usko na he actually wanted to poop.
हाँ, इसीलिए तो बोला साथ में दम लगाएंगे.
So he wanted someone to like see कि कोई आ ना जाए. अगर कोई आ जाएगा तो उसकी बेइज्जती हो जाएगी.
तो ऊपर थोड़ी जाएगा, तो नीचे आ रहा है.
अरे नहीं, like there used to be a taboo. If you do that thing in toilet, you will have to face every student कि भाई ये तो वॉशरूम में जाके ये करता है.
अरे दिस इज बुलशिट, पता है वॉशरूम होता किस लिए है.
सुनो तो, बट उस टाइम पे सब लोग ऐसे ही करते थे. ठीक है, ठीक है, लोग करते थे बुली लोगों को कि भाई अगर उसने सुन लिया तो व्हाट हैपेंड, लिसन टू द स्टोरी व्हाट हैपेंड दैट डे. क्या हुआ था, वो जो बंदा था ना मेरा फ्रेंड, तो उसने मेरे को बोला, और भाई उस दिन ना व्हाइट यूनिफॉर्म वाला डे था.
ओके,
ही वाज वरीड कि भाई निकल ना जाए.
पीजी 18 हो गया, पीजी 18 हो गया कंटेंट.
भाई पीजी 18 नहीं, इट्स गेटिंग
Present school.
आर रेटेड.
Present school. If you remember.
हाँ, तो सुनो ना, like what happened when like we were having a white uniform day and he was in the washroom, he was doing his shit. ठीक है, and it got literal. He was doing his shit. So what happened in the meantime, someone came to the washroom. Some student, some junior student who was very mischievous. ठीक है, तो मैंने बोला भाई भी मत आ, बाद में आना. अरे भाई क्या कर रहा है, why are you stopping me from going to toilet, मेरे को बहुत जोर से आई हुई है. तो वो कहता है कि लेट मी गो. तो भाई वो कर रहा है वॉशरूम. मैं बोला कि भाई कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कर ले. तो उसको ना कुछ ऐसा लगता है कि समथिंग इज फिशी हियर, समथिंग इज गोइंग रॉन्ग. तो
समथिंग इज शिटी हियर.
Yes.
ना. तो ही नोटिसेस कि जो वो वाला वॉशरूम है ना, उसका गेट लगा हुआ है एंड इट्स लॉक्ड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. एंड आफ्टर डूइंग हिज thing, what he did was he pulled up his zip, and for the first thing he did was to kick the door. And I said, bhai, what are you doing? Or bhai, the other person is like, bhai, आज तो मैं गया. सबको पता चला सबको.
सारे राज खुल जाएंगे आज.
आज तो मैं सच में गया कि भाई आज तो मेरी होने वाली बहुत जोर से बेइज्जती. तो वो मुझसे पूछता है कौन है इसके अंदर कौन है. बोला भाई मुझे क्या पता कौन है, मैं तो बस यहाँ खड़ा हूँ, बचा रहा हूँ उसको कि भाई कोई नहीं है यहाँ पे, कोई नहीं है. तो भाई वो जब तक नहीं रुका, फिर भाई उसने 2-3 लोग और बुला लिए अपने दोस्त. हाँ, उसने 2-3 लोग बुला लिए अपने. भाई यहाँ पे कोई हैगा, ऐसे ही लाइक उनकी लैंग्वेज ऐसी थी कि यहाँ पे कोई हैगा. एंड वो भाई वो उस पे लात मारे जा रहे हैं, उसको खटखटाए जा रहे हैं उस पे.
अरे I also doubt. Like,
फिर
what is so interesting about what is so interesting in watching someone shit? अरे यार, दरवाजे बंद होते हैं तो कोई रीजन के लिए होते हैं. अपनी प्रॉब्लम ही है, बंद दरवाजे खोल दो. क्या मतलब? जहाँ
मतलब
बंद दरवाजे ठीक है
तो
खोल
भाई
दो.
उसने उसने अपना काम किया, ठीक है, ठीक है, माय फ्रेंड डिड हिज शिट एंड ही केम आउटसाइड विद एम्बैरेसमेंट कि भाई
Embarrassment.
हाँ.
लेके
तो भाई
आना
पता है क्या
कैसे
हुआ,
भाई?
बिकॉज ही वाज हैविंग लाइक
हाँ,
उसके हाथ गंदे थे, तो ही यूज्ड इट एज अ
weapon.
वेपन कि भाई मैं हाथ लगा दूंगा, भाग कहाँ से. भाई तो उन्होंने ऐसी दौड़ लगाई ना, ऐसी दौड़ लगाई बच्चों ने, लाइक कॉरिडोर में भाग रहे हैं बच्चे भाई. फिर तो मैं उसको भाई, वहां पे कोई साबुन नहीं था, लाइक देयर वाज नो सोप देयर. तो फिर हम भाई पूरे कॉलेज में हंट कर रहे हैं कि सोप कहाँ मिलेगा, सोप कहाँ मिलेगा. तो वहां पे जो हेल्पर होती थी ना के पास हम गए कि यू, क्योंकि हमारे स्कूल में ना एक हॉस्टल भी था. आवर स्कूल यूज्ड टू हैव अ हॉस्टल. तो हमने क्या करा कि उन्होंने हमसे बोला कि हॉस्टल में बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं, दे दे माइट हैव समथिंग. तो कुछ कुछ बच्चे
Some
लाइक
soap or anything, paper soap, right?
नो दे, अबे वो लोग जब वहां पर रहते हैं तो दे मस्ट बी हैविंग सोप.
Yeah, yeah.
तो तो उन्होंने बोला वहां पे जाके देख लो, अगर कोई होगा तो मिल जाएगा, नहीं होगा तो देख लो क्या होता है. तो भाई वहां पे हम घुस गए हॉस्टल में. ठीक
Girls
है
hostel. Girls hostel.
ना देयर वाज नो गर्ल्स हॉस्टल, लाइक इट वाज जस्ट
Oh, unfortunate, very unfortunate.
व्हाट्स अनफॉर्चुनेट.
Why is it unfortunate? अरे यार, viewers यार, तुम कितने खराब हो यार, सही में. Especially this boy, Yuvraj Singh Raghuvanshi.
भाई
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
stretching the story a little more, like फिर क्या होता है, देन हमने वहां पे देखा कि वहां पे कोई नहीं है, एंड वहां पे कोई लाइक कोई है नहीं. तो हम सोच रहे हैं कि अब कहाँ जाए भाई, लाइक देयर वाज नो वन देयर. तो हम डायरेक्टली वहां पे भी वॉशरूम होता था, तो हम वहां पे चले गए. वहां पे थे साबुन बहुत सारे, लाइक देयर यूज्ड टू बी सोप्स.
फिर
हमने वहां हाँ. तो वहां पे उसका हाथ धोया, उसने हाथ धोया, एंड वापस आ गए. फिर भाई हमसे क्लास में क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे कि वेयर वर यू, इतने देर कैसे लग गई. तो वॉशरूम गए थे ना. इतनी देर कैसे लग गई, तुम बंक पे गए थे. हाँ, तो ऐसे हमसे क्वेश्चन पूछे गए, एंड दैट वाज वन इंसिडेंट दैट आई रिमेम्बर pretty well. There it was an adventure for at least that person, if not me.
उसके लिए तो वो लाइक एक तरफ कुआं एक तरफ खाई वाली सिचुएशन थी कि इधर बाहर जो हो रहा है वो मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, और जो मेरे हाथ में है वो रुक नहीं रहा है. so,
तो भाई it was my story. I think it's
It wasn't yours. It wasn't yours, but yeah, it was funny. It was
नहीं,
funny.
it was a story from my school.
Yeah.
So let's, I think we should wrap.
on that shitty note,
Yeah,
let's wrap things up for now.
let's wrap this episode.
Thank you guys.
Come back again, guys. Till then,
Like,
please subscribe, like, share this episode with your friends,
See you
and
next time.
see you next time. Bye.
and outro.